Harper swore she did not text him first. That is always the first thing people say when they know they did something close to texting. She did not like his new girl's story. She did not post a revenge selfie. She did not upload some dramatic song lyric with a black screen and hope he understood. What did she do? She posted one Instagram question box. 6 minutes. That was it. 6 minutes is never it. The question said, "Are you still taking the red line home?" To anyone else, it looked like a boring Boston Transit joke. To Harper and Eli, it was not boring at all. Because that was their line? More like their almost line. Eli used to leave Harper's apartment at 11:40, walk to the red line, then text her from the train with some stupid update. "Guy beside me is eating a burrito like it owes him money. Someone just brought a full lamp on the train." Dumb stuff. The kind of dumb stuff that starts to feel intimate because nobody else gets it. Then he stopped? He stopped everything. 29 days before the question box, Eli told Harper he was not trying to define anything. That was the phrase. Not, "I do not like you." Not, "I met someone." Just, "I am not trying to define anything right now." Which is a breakup for people who never admitted they were together. Exactly. They met on Hinge in January. 4 months of late dinners, toothbrushes left by accident, movies they never finished, and one Celtics game where Eli held her hand the whole walk back but let go before they reached the bar with his friends. That detail hurts because it is small. Harper remembered it because Eli was warm in private and blurry in public. He could sleep beside her. He could make coffee in her kitchen. But the second the relationship needed a name, he acted like she had asked him to sign a mortgage. So, no contact starts. 29 days. Harper deleted the thread from her home screen, but not from her phone. She muted his stories, but still knew when he posted because she had the reflex. She would open Instagram for one thing and somehow end up near his profile like her thumb had a bad memory. That is a very real sentence. On a Friday night, her friend Simone sends her a screenshot. No caption, just a screenshot from another woman's story at Fenway. 2 beers on a rail, a woman's hand, a man's sleeve, a silver watch. And Harper recognizes the watch. Immediately. It was not his face. That made it worse. If his face had been there, she could have called it obvious and hated him cleanly. But it was the sleeve from the navy jacket he wore everywhere, and the watch she bought him after he lost his old one in a rideshare. Was it definitely him? No. That matters. It looked like him. It fit him. It was enough to make her stomach drop. It was not enough to build a court case. Good boundary. Harper did what people do when they want to react without looking like they reacted. She opened her story camera, put up a plain gray background, and added a question box. "Are you still taking the red line home?" That is not a question for her followers. It was for one person, dressed up as a public prompt. How long was it up? 6 minutes and 12 seconds. She checked the viewer list twice. Eli was not there. No answer, no reaction, no like on anything, nothing obvious. Then she deleted it. She deleted it and hated herself for posting it. She told Simone, "I am becoming one of those people who communicates through stickers." Simone said, "You posted a Subway riddle because a man in a sleeve ruined your night. Yes, we are at that point." Simone sounds useful. Very. Then, 33 minutes later, Eli texted. What did he say? "I drive now. Red line got old." That is too exact to feel random. Harper almost dropped the phone. She read it 3 times. The question box had been gone for half an hour. Eli had not been visible on the viewer list she saw. He did not answer inside the story. He did not say, "Saw your story?" He just texted the answer. And that is where most people jump to the strongest version. Harper did. She called Simone and said, "He saw it." Simone said, "Maybe." Harper said, "No, he saw it." Simone said, "Maybe he saw it. Maybe someone sent it. Maybe the girl from Fenway knows you. Maybe a mutual friend thought it was messy and screenshotted it. Maybe he guessed because the red line was always your thing. Do not turn weird timing into certainty." Annoying advice. Correct advice. Harper hated it because the timing felt personal, and honestly, it was personal. The phrase was not random, but personal does not mean proven. That is the line people skip when they are hurt. One clue makes the brain greedy. The next morning, Harper tried to prove Simone wrong and accidentally proved her right for a few hours. She posted another question box. This one said, "Best coffee near Back Bay?" It stayed up for 9 minutes. Control test. Exactly. Eli did nothing. No text, no vague reply, no orbiting, just silence. The boring question did not travel anywhere. That does not prove the first one was him, but it makes the pattern more interesting. Harper said the same thing. Simone said, "Interesting is allowed. Certain is not." Then Harper did the thing she promised herself she would not do. She made the second real test. Of course she did. At 8:17 that night, she posted another plain story with a question box. "Who still has the navy sweater?" Another private phrase. The navy sweater was hers. Eli stole it the first night he slept over because her apartment was cold, and then wore it in the morning like he had lived there for years. She teased him for weeks. He always said, "It looks better on me," and she always said, "You wish." That kind of detail is dangerous because it feels like evidence and memory at the same time. She left the question box up for 8 minutes. Again, no visible answer from Eli. Again, no public reaction. She deleted it at 8:25. At 9:04, Eli texted, "You said it looked better on you." Okay, now we have repetition. Yes, not proof of a hidden viewer, not proof he was in love, not proof he was stalking her, but repetition. 2 private prompts, 2 deleted windows, 2 delayed texts using the exact private language, 1 boring prompt in between that got nothing. That is the difference between a clue and a pattern.